I now have the privilege of introducing Bruce Ives, CEO of Life Moves, as this year's recipient of HIF's Community Service Award. This award recognizes an individual with a nonprofit partner agency enabled and supported by HIF that's continually innovating and growing its positive impact in the region. Bruce, prior to Life Moves, served as the Deputy General Counsel for Hewlett-Packard. Different gig, but while he was there, he founded, among other things, the pro bono group that helps serve veterans, domestic violence survivors, and other community residents in a volunteer capacity. Life Moves is the largest provider of homeless shelter and support services in all of Silicon Valley. Under Bruce's leadership, the organization serves over 10,000 clients per year, over half of which are children. In the past year, over 3/4 of the families and individuals that have completed Life Moves' interim housing program have ultimately returned to stable permanent housing. HIF has a decades-long partnership with Life Moves, in totality providing over 700 emergency housing grants to individuals and families supported by Life Moves, and over 1,000 cumulative volunteer hours on numerous shelter renovations. On behalf of HIF, I'm happy to present you with this award and with a framed letter from a family who coincidentally returned to stable housing from life on the streets in conjunction with the help of direct support services from Life Moves and with support from HIF's new affordable housing initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bruce Ives.
Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate the welcome. If you look on the screen shortly, I think you'll see an email. I received this email 4 years ago, a few weeks after I started my new job as CEO of Life Moves. And I can assure you that I did not get emails like this in my 20 years as a corporate lawyer at Hewlett-Packard. The directness of this request, the rawness of the need, the weight and clarity and opportunity of what my new career represented, all encapsulated in one brief request. A request for help and a need that is repeated in many forms, hundreds of times a day, every day of the year throughout our region. Good evening and thank you for inviting me to be with you tonight. It's been a very busy 4 years in the homelessness business. Being in this line of work also means that we're in the mental health business, the addiction recovery business, the education business, the financial counseling business, and with 17 sites from Daly City to San Jose, we are certainly in the real estate business too. Nothing I did in 20 years as a lawyer at HP involved any of these lines of business. But I learned, as many of you have here tonight learned in your careers, that you can build strong organizations to tackle any problem if you hire good people, train them well, trust them, and support them, and advocate for them and for your mission. I was fortunate to help build a team that has experts on mental health and addiction and education and finance, and people like my colleague Joanne Price, who's here tonight, with great expertise in real estate. In the private sector or the nonprofit sector, having great people makes all the difference. It's all about our people. When I got that email, I was fortunate to have a great team that jumped into action, something they do every day across Santa Clara and San Mateo counties. One call to our vice president of programs led to a quick conversation with the head of our family shelters in San Jose. She had a family exiting to housing on Sunday night, and she promised to save that unit for the baby and her mother for Monday morning. While this particular story had a happy ending, as we know, it also points to a problem that has only gotten worse in recent years. We also know that we don't have enough housing or shelter space for everyone who needs it. In San Mateo County, we have 2 homeless people for every available shelter bed in the county. In Santa Clara County, that ratio is 4-1. Life Moves alone has 750 beds in our inventory, and with wait lists at all of our sites, every night half of those beds are occupied by kids in homeless families. We believe that our clients deserve a safe, warm, and welcoming place to stay. And they work hard with our case managers to address the issues that led to their homelessness. With that hard work, as Jamie noted, 89% of the families and 73% of the individuals who complete the program at Life Moves return to stable housing and self-sufficiency. These are real families, real challenges, and it takes a lot of resources, support, and elbow grease to get these outcomes. We cannot achieve these results without the help of our partners, and that's where HIF comes in. Our clients come to us at the lowest point in their lives, and their first experience in our therapeutic program is the shelter environment where they stay. We try to keep all of our facilities clean and safe and inviting. But we move more than 2,000 people from homelessness to housing every year. And with units and beds turning over 3 or 4 times per year, we have a lot of wear and tear on our buildings, some of which are 50 years old. Sometimes it seems like we have only 2 seasons at Life Moves, the holidays and renovation. We have no better partner in this effort than HIF, and the people and companies who are gathered here tonight, all of you. In the course of our history together, HIF has provided expert renovation services to Life Moves with a market value in excess of $1 million. Every dollar we don't have to spend on construction is a dollar that we can spend serving our clients. So, for example, it costs us about $10,000 to serve a family in our shelters and transition them to stable housing. That means that we have saved enough money by partnering with HIF to house 100 families in our community. Yeah, you can clap for yourselves for that. And many of those families got started with rent support and security deposits from HIF as well. These contributions are truly amazing. But there's something that you provide of even greater value. With your help, we offer our clients a temporary home that is bright and clean and inviting, a place of dignity and respect that says to them, you are worthy of this. That environment reinforces their sense of self-worth, which is a key ingredient on their path out of homelessness. You help us to let them know that our community values them as our neighbors who are worthy of our dignity and our respect and our support. Our partnership with HIF is a model for the kind of collaboration that we will need if we, as a community, are going to make real progress in the fight against homelessness. None of us can tackle this alone. But with real partnership from the nonprofit sector, from the private sector, and from the public sector, we can and we will move the needle. As Margaret Mead said, and it's as true now as it ever was during this housing crisis, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Steve and HIF, for having me here tonight for this award. And thank you to all of you for all that you do for Life Moves, for our clients, and for our community. Thank you very much.